Hi, this is Ambi from Board Game Blitz, and today I'm going to talk about some of the games I played in March. So I tracked my plays using BG stats linked to Board Game Geek, and in March I had 38 plays of 20 different games. I already talked about 7 of those games on my Dice Tower West blog, so you can go watch that to hear about those games. But I'm going to talk about 4 games here, which happen to all be games that I played with my kids. So this is a kid game video, I guess. All right, so first up is actually a review copy of a game that's not coming out yet. It's coming out in May, but it's Garden Getaway. In the game, you want one of 4 animals to win, and that's your animal. But on your turn, you're rolling 2 dice and then picking one of them to move that animal 1 space forward. Sometimes the dice can do different things, like move an animal back or something, but basically, you don't always move the animal that you want to win. So you're kind of like balancing out, making sure the other animals don't win. This is a children's game, so it's not that hard to make decisions, but for kids, it's a little harder. I played with my kid, and we don't play that many competitive games, so he was actually like helping me. Like, oh, he would roll 2 animals, and then one would be mine, and he would be like, okay, here, I'll help you, mommy. And so he didn't really get the competitive part of it, but he had fun. He said he liked the game because I like escaping. So like the theme of the game is you're little pests in a garden, I guess, and you're escaping the garden or something. I'm not really sure. But he liked it, trying to get to the end. I did get a review copy of this, and I will be making an overview video of it next month, because it comes out, I think, May 22nd. Next up is On a Mission, which is a hobby game that I had gotten on sale from the Fun Again liquidation sale a while ago. This is a speed game. You're rolling a dice that's a certain color, and then you're trying to be the first person to touch the card that's that color and has the most treasure on it. So it's a speed game. I play in slow motion, kind of, to try to make it fair for my kids, because they aren't as fast as me. But my 2 kids, they're twins, they're kind of similar speed, so it's kind of cool watching them. And they actually got really into it, because like we would roll the die, and then they would be like, and try to get the card. So it was fun watching them play, and they enjoyed playing together. Next is Pika Mouse, which my kids have actually played with like the components, but it has a big 3D box that makes up a house, and then there's little discs that you put in there and shake it up, and you're supposed to shine a flashlight in the top. It comes with a flashlight, but the batteries that in our copy don't work, and it's like a weird battery that I don't have. So I just use my phone light, and I think there's supposed to be a timer on it, but I didn't use a timer. But basically you're looking in the windows of the house and then trying to remember what item was in what room, and then you answer questions at the end. So before, my kids had kind of played without the memory part, but we finally played with the memory part where you can't look inside the house when you're answering the questions. It's fun, and like I think my kids mostly like the big toy factor, the 3D house. It's definitely easier with more people, because with the memory part, like you can divide out the rooms and be like, okay, you remember what's in this room and you remember what's in this room. Because my husband joined for a couple of the rounds, and then that was a lot easier. But with only like 1 or 2 people trying to remember everything, that can get kind of hard. And then last up is Mysterium Kids, which I had played once before with my kids, but not entirely by the rules. So Mysterium Kids is a cooperative game where each round, one person is the ghost who's making a sound using this like tambourine drum thing that comes in the game. You can hit it or slide on it, make different sounds with it. And there's 5 different picture cards of different sounds. So it could be a picture of paper ripping or paper cutting or like footsteps or something. And so you're doing different things on the drum to make that noise. And everyone else has their eyes closed and trying to listen to the sound, and then they decide what sound you did. And if you get it right, then you get a point. Before, when we had played, my kids weren't really good at making the noise, and I just made the noise for them, and they left their eyes open, so they wasn't really by the rules. But this time I played with one of my kids, and we played like actually closing your eyes and trying to remember what the sound was, and it was pretty fun. My kid really liked it, and we kept playing over and over again. We played 5 times in a row, and he kept asking to play more, but I had to make dinner, so we couldn't play more. But he was getting better at making the noises, and I could actually like guess what noises he was making, kind of, or like kind of what he was going for. He's still not great at differentiating all the noises, and some of the cards he didn't actually know what they were, so I'd have to explain what that noise would be. But it was cool playing a lot with my kid and having him so excited to play the game over and over again. Alright, so those were my game highlights for March outside of Dice Tower West. Subscribe for more videos, and you can watch some of my other videos. I have lots of children's game videos. If you liked hearing about the children's games that I played in March, I have more of that. And as always, you can comment below if you have any questions about any of the other games I played in March. Thanks for watching Board Game Blitz. Bye!